Hey there, folks. Foggy here, and this is day 115 of my year of solo board gaming. Considered by myself to be ill-advised and stupid, and I'm pretty sure I'd get a national consensus on that with that opinion. We are in the middle of Elder Sign Week, which basically means we're going to be playing Elder Sign all week. There's a base game plus 5 expansions, so that covers for the first 6 days, and I don't know yet what I'm going to do for day 7. So we'll find out when we get there. So we have the Gates of Arkham expansion set up. Now with the Gates expansion and the Omens expansion, the entire adventure deck changes. Essentially, you get a new set of adventures. These all have things that will happen if you go onto them face down. So for example, here you may spend 3 trophies to return 1 monster to the Monster Cup. You may spend 4 trophies to gain an ally, and at midnight, each investigator loses a sanity. Yay! These locations and even the colors of the cards are going to match the Arkham Horror second edition game. Basically, these match the locations that are in that game. There's 3 cards for every location. So if you really like the idea of the police station, you better jump on it when you see it, because otherwise it's going to go away quick. We have a lot of new features of this game as well. For example, you have split rewards. In this case, for example, I can get a common item or a unique weapon. Unique item, and I have a choice of that. In addition, there's memberships. You can be part of the Sheldon Gang, and you can be part of the Silver Twilight, and you cannot be both, I believe. And if you do that, then there are certain tasks like this one here or this one here. They're automatically met. So as a member of the Shelton Gang, you could come in here and you could be like, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to do this skull one. In addition, you also have these little event cards. Basically, every time you go into something that has these little circles on it, you'll have to draw an event card at the start of your resolution phase. The big thing with the Gates of Arkham are the gates. These are these little portals, and essentially when they appear, like let's say one appears here, you then will open up an open world adventure that also has that gate on it, and then you have to resolve the gate, and then you'll resolve the gate over here, and then you can adventure here. So it basically blocks off a regular adventure with enough time so that you go get a otherworld adventure taken care of first. The entrance card has been reduced to just simply the Streets of Arkham. It's kind of garbage. You start there, but while you're there, you can spend 2 trophies to turn a face down adventure face up. You can discard it in Arkham Adventure, and you can regain 1 sanity and 1 stamina. But gone are pretty much all the other features of the entrance cards from previous games. We're playing with a Elder one that is specifically for this expansion. This is the Son of Cthulhu, gotten to Toa. And basically, if you go into an other world and successfully resolve it, you then roll the green dice. If it comes up terror, you're devoured. So insta-kill. We've introduced insta-kill here. We only need 10 Elder Signs, and we only have 9 spaces on the Doom track. So this might be a quick game no matter what. There's a new Mythos deck. This Mythos deck is completely different from the Mythos in Unseen Forces or the regular base game, as well as the Omens game. This is specific to the Gates of Arkham. We're just going to give a quick shuffle here one more time before we go ahead and get started. Finally, our adventurers. We have a set of adventurers specifically for Gates of Arkham. We have Patrice Hathaway, the violinist. We have Trish Scarborough, the spy, and so on. As with all of the other games I've played so far, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull one from the base set of adventurers. And then I'm going to shuffle the rest into the other stack, and I'm going to pick another adventurer that has a complementary set of stats. Basically, all adventurers, all of the investigators have 10 total stamina and sanity. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick 2 investigators that if you add up their sanity, you get 10, and you add up their stamina, you get 10. So our first one is going to be Patricia Hathaway, as it turns out. We're going to take the rest of these and actually shuffle these in. So we're going to look for a 4/6 to complement her. I'm kind of hoping for the Gravedigger. I tried doing a little bit of a game earlier and mucked it up. But the Gravedigger's got a really neat ability where they can take a monster trophy and turn it into red and yellow dice. So basically, they always have some way of getting like a lot of extra rolls. I am looking desperately for Patricia here, the violinist. So I have her thing, and I cannot find her. Oh, there we go. Very difficult to see this one. She's going to be there. Okay, let's give this a quick shuffle. this to midnight. We're not going to be doing Amanda Sharp. We're going to be doing Bob Jenkins. Bob Jenkins, the salesperson. Very, very out of place here in Arkham. Where's his little thingy? Here we go. For the guy who looks like Steve Carell in The Office. He's going to go up here as well. And let's go ahead and get everybody's stats set up. Essentially, I'm going to use... it's going to be 3 and 3 ones and 1 and 3 ones. Or something like that. You know what I mean. I mucked this up. Sorry. The thing I made a mistake with last time when I tried recording this before was that I forgot to do the events, so hopefully I will not forget. All right. Same basic setup, though. You're going to start at midnight, and basically every time midnight happens, you draw a new Mythos card. And from there, let's go ahead and get started. We need to get them some starting items, so she'll get a spell. Oh, also new with this are skills. Skills are like these abilities that you can have that do not go away unless you do something very spectacular with them. We are playing with the Unseed Forces, so we still have the black dice and the white dice. He's got 2 regular guns and a unique one. So, and every time he gains a common item after setup, he gains 1 extra common item. So he'll have a lot of common items that he can work through. All right, so she's got Greater Banishment, which means that she can get rid of a lot of stuff, and he can discard some food instead of losing stamina. There's a Tommy gun and the Cultist to Goals. He's come across some unusual artifacts in his salesmaning. All right, well, we're going to start with Patrice, the violinist. Each time she gains a clue after setup, she gains 1 extra clue, which is really awesome. This would actually go really well with the Elder one that is all about clues, because that can get really nasty. But she is going to go, since she does get clues, and because this yellow dice is currently trapped, I think I want her to go deal with the rats in the wall. Now the problem is that this is going to take 4 dice no matter what, but she's got 2 rerolls, which is going to be helpful. She is going to lose 1 sanity or stamina when she enters. She goes down there, she's like, ah, rats! Freaks out a little bit, loses a little bit of sanity. Hopefully not too much more. I have no idea if that's way too loud for the mic or not. Like, should I be doing this a little bit further away? Should I be using a dice cup to roll these? All right, so let's see where we start. It's not looking good. We're going to have to use 2 dice on this right here. Let's go ahead and re-roll the rest of these. All right, so we've got a 2 and we've got a terror. We're going to set those aside. We're going to go ahead and use a clue token to re-roll these, and hopefully we'll get another terror. Got another terror. We did it. All right. So she's going to get a clue token, plus she's going to get an extra clue token because of her ability. She is also going to go ahead and get another common item, or a common item. She doesn't have any so far. She found a bullwhip. And that frees up the yellow dice, which is actually the really important thing. I did not draw an event card because there's no event card on here. So thankfully, I did not forget that. I did forget to draw a Mythos card. A monster appears. The next time the clock strikes midnight, add 1 Doom token for each open gate. So if we can keep it so that there's no open gates, we'll be fine. There is a monster. It's going to appear here first. Basically, that's going to make that a lot tougher. Should have done that first. We now go to 3 o'clock and replace this. I think we replace face up with face up. I'm actually going to have to check this really quick. Let's put this up here. That's not the thing I need. The thing I need is this lovely little pamphlet. This lengthy pamphlet. I am surprised that this is actually what I forgot. Like, I forgot whether or not you actually replace a face up with a face up. Just reading. This is I have no idea if new cards come in face down. I feel like that is not the way it's supposed to work. Like it's supposed to be all of them are face up. Or like if you replace a face up, you replace it with a face up. And unfortunately, there is nothing in this that I am finding. Okay, it's always placed face down. Got it. Finally found it. So that's going to come in here. Sorry about that. All right, so it's up to Bob. Bob's like, "What the hell is going on here?" Hi, I'm Bob. I'm gonna go. I encountered a late night visitor. I think that's actually my better bet, is to go here. Bob discovers some dude there, and now we have an event card that we have to remember to draw. All right, during this resolution phase, you cannot use unique or common items, spells, skills, or allies. Mysterious opposition. Some dark force must be working against you. Even if your friends do not believe your insistent declarations, you are sure that your enemies are everywhere. Reading this, Velma was just locking up for the night when the door suddenly splintered open. So I had hoped to use one of these to basically get a whole bunch of things to help me out with this. Unfortunately, that's not the case. So, first up, we have no skulls, so we're going to have to do the stamina one, which means I lose a sanity, but I do get to reroll all the dice. I get the skull and terror, so I can resolve that one. Still leaves me 3 dice. I need to get 1 skull. And I got it. All right, good. But I lose some health. Basically, the late night visitor, I can't believe what I'm seeing here. I can't believe Bob successfully fights off this weird visitor from another town, and manages to beat him back, but not before getting sucker punched at one point and being like, "What the hell?" So that's going to go away. His choice is either an ally, which I've not yet used at all during any of these games, or an elder sign, and I think Bob's like, "What's this crazy looking glowing star here? What is this?" And he gets this as a treat. This is going to join here. And he's going to go back to, where did I put him? He's all the way over here. He's going to go back to the streets of Arkham. All right. It's now 6 o'clock. Patrice, the violinist, is like, this is so weird. She can go to the general store. She's got 2 trophies, and she can actually spend that to get an item. But she's also looking at the unnameable, and she's like, "Bob, you're going to have to go deal with the unnameable. You've got stuff." So she's going to go to the general store. She's going to spend her 2 trophies. She's going to just go ahead and get that traded in right now. She's going to go ahead and get a general item. She's got a 38 revolver. She found a 38 revolver in the discount aisle of the general store. All right. She is now doing shipment from Innsmouth. She has got a couple things that she's got to do here. She's got 1 terror and 1 skull, and she has to get, that's it. But it is going to cost her 1 sanity and 1 health, 1 stamina. There's no event card, so I don't do any of that. All right, so I needed a terror first. She loses some sanity. She's like, should probably read the flavor text here. The shipment came in before dawn. By breakfast, 3 people were dead, and the shopkeeper was running through the street, gibbering madly. So she got the gun. She got the gun at a discount. She found out the discount was mad savings, and that's what happened. So she's driven. The shopkeeper was driven mad by the deep discounts available at the general store. Go get your guns now. All right, we've got nothing. She could use a clue token, but I feel like with 5 dice, I should be able to get a skull. There we go. She's going to lose 1 health as part of that, though. That kind of hurt. So she just deals with the madness. She gets a little banged up, but she manages to get either a common item or a unique item. And I think this time she's going to go for unique. She found a nameless cults book, which is going to give her a red dice. We're going to place this here, which means at midnight, a monster appears. So either way, we're going to have some issues here, and I think we have to have Bob go deal with the unnameable. So Bob heads over here. It's like, I don't know what's going on over here. Oh, good. We trapped the yellow dice. And it looks like it's trapped just for this task. Like if I complete this task, I can yield that. I'm not entirely sure of that. A monster appears. Let's see. The Night Gaunt. This will cause a gate to appear. I have to read how exactly this works. I think the gate can open elsewhere. Yeah, after all die requirements have been met, then a gate opens. Yeah, and it does not necessarily have to go on the gate you're at. So first he's got to deal with this. And since he doesn't have the yellow dice to work with, he's going to go ahead and use the Cult de Ghoul. He's like, I don't know what's going on here. I'm going to go ahead and use this Cult de Ghoul thing. See if I can't figure out what's going on. All right, fortunately we got a wild card there, so that's going to be helpful. Unfortunately, we don't have anything else. We needed a terror out of this, and I don't have any way to do that. I'm going to have him take this, and since Patricia's ability is that she can give up a clue token in exchange on behalf of someone else, other people can use her clue tokens. Basically, she's gathering all the clues, but everybody can use them. It's like community resources. There we go. So that is going to go there. That is going to complete that task. He's now going to go ahead. Now, let's see. We rolled 2 of these. We did not roll anything else that would be helpful. Since I had already focused 1 die. Actually, I hadn't focused any die, did I? I just simply set those aside. So, all right, we're going to roll again. What we need is a terror. That's all we need. Fortunately, we didn't get it. So, Patricia, hearing our dismay, is like, here, let me do this. All right. Unfortunately, that didn't work. So she's going to try again. She's going to try a different string. That also did not work. So now he's on his own. There we go. He's going to lose 1 sanity. That drove him a little nuts. He's like, what the hell? What the hell? What the hell's going on? He's going to knock down to 2 sanity. We're going to bring out an otherworldly adventure. And we're going to open this here. And the gate, I think we're going to go ahead and put the gate here on the unvisited isle, because we're going to do that soon. All of these will come off. Bob has managed to defeat a Night Gaunt. The creature grasped hold and pulled me into the air despite my struggle. Soon we were flying under alien stars. There's a little exclamation point there. I'm not sure if you can see it, but that means that this is only usable with the Gates of Arkham expansion. Something to keep in mind. He also is going to get this Run for Your Lives adventure. This is going to be worth 2. In addition, he's going to get some stuff. He's going to get a clue, which he should probably give back. That would be nice. He's going to get an unusual item, a unique item. He's going to get the Lamp of Alarazed, and he's going to get another one of these strange little Elder Signs. So he's gotten 2 so far. He's actually been pretty lucky on that. We're going to go ahead and put St. Mary's Hospital. Should be noted that this next one is going to be adding a Doom token to the track. If it's out on the board, that would be bad. However, for now, it's now struck midnight. New Mythos card. There is no immediate effect today. However, investigators cannot move to Otherworld cards today. That's just peachy keen. So here she is thinking, I'm just going to go over there. I'm just going to deal with that next. And instead, nope. All right. She needs to regain her sanity, but unfortunately there's nothing there that allows her to regain sanity. For 2 trophies, she can't really do anything else. She could do 2 here and flip over that unvisited isle thing. Actually, I think you can do that and then move to the Arkham adventure of your choice, and then do that as normal. I think that's part of the movement phase. Again, we're going to just do some. It's a little unclear. The investigator is on the streets of Arkham card at the end of his movement phase. He may resolve the card's ability. What is not clear is whether or not you can then move to another card. And that's what I'm trying to figure out here. It'd be helpful if I had actually read a little bit more about this before starting. There's not much here. I mean, this is a relatively small book. So yeah, I mean, I'm assuming that I can't do this and then move somewhere else. Then move to an Arkham adventure of your choice. I think maybe just to be in place so you can help out somebody else. I guess that would be what that is. She is going to go ahead and use her 2 trophies to actually be somewhat sacrificial here. She's going to flip over this unvisited isle thing so that way they don't have to deal with that. And we found that we have an elder sign there, so that's actually pretty good. But that's going to be rough to get into. That's her move. Like, that's all she can really do. She can then move somewhere so she can flip something over. But I think she's going to stay where she is. She's going to send Bob out. Bob, can you go deal with whatever's going on out there? We got some more stuff. And Bob's like, I don't know what to do here. I'm getting kind of insane from this. Bob's like, I need help. I need help from somewhere. Let's see, is that return? Yeah, that is return. So Bob's like, you know what? I'm going to the police. I'm going to the police because that's what I got to do. I'm going to go to the police. Hey, police? Yeah, there was some weird thing that was out there. I don't know what it was. But can you go take care of it? And the police go and they find the Yithian. Which, had we defeated it, we could have closed one gate. Oops. That would have been helpful to know. He gets to the police station, and while he's there, the police go and deal with that. A few anonymous tips and some doctored evidence, and we had the police doing our dirty work for a change. However, there's an event card, so we're going to have to draw an event. Secrets of the Lodge. Thanks to the obscure and eldritch teaching of the Silver Twilight, your mind has been opened to a multitude of hideous truths which define reality. Lose 1 sanity. If you were a member of the Silver Twilight Lodge, lose 2 sanity instead. Good thing we're not a member of the Silver Twilight Lodge. That would have driven us insane. He is completely messed up though right now. He needs to get some sanity. He's like, I don't understand what's going on here. Let me just roll some dice. I think that's going to make me feel better. I'm not even going to use my Tommy gun. I'm just going to calmly approach the situation and do a little investigation. And that's all I'm going to do. And, oh, thank God, I managed to find some clues here that something weird is going on. I don't understand what weirdness is going on here. Maybe somebody can help me. Okay, so I just got to force open this door and see what's behind the door. What's behind the door? I don't know what's behind the door. Let's find out. And, oh my God, it's body cam video. Okay, so he can either get rid of a monster, which there's no monsters out, or he can get a common item. And he will get a common item because when he gets a common item, he gets another common item. Discard this card at the beginning of your movement phase to flip one Arkham adventure card face up. You may then move to that adventure, ignoring any entry effect and event icon. That's awesome. Discard this card at the end of your resolution phase to skip your clock phase and take another turn. The Roadster is awesome. So we're going to get rid of these. Bob's going to come back here because that's what you do after you resolve your adventure. We're going to bring this out. And Bob's like, I had so much fun out there. This should be at 3 o'clock. I had so much fun out there. I want to go do that again. I'm not terrified. I'm going to get rid of this. So he's going to skip the clock phase and take another turn. In addition, he's going to use his flashlight. Holy cow. I should really flip one card face up and then move to that investigation. That's kind of a bummer. I was hoping that would be something helpful. He can then move here. He'll be stuck there, but he'll get some clues and a common item. So he's going to be like, I think that sounds like a great idea. I am going to use my Tommy gun because my Tommy gun's huge. Look at how big my Tommy gun is. Not to mention we got a lot to try to cover here. All right, let's see what we can do here. We got to get 2 2s and a terror. Fortunately, we got the terror, and we'll use these 2 2s. We'll use the lower value ones. Does some investigation, doesn't let anything freak him out, discovers the body of Bigfoot somewhere, or the Jersey Devil. Maybe that's what he discovers. Then it's a skull and a wild card, so that is going to be everything else that we need here. He has successfully completed that. He's going to find 2 more clues. He found some clues out in the swamp behind the police station, and he gets 2 more items. Because he gets 1 item, he gets a 2nd item. And he gets an invitation to the Sheldon Gang, and he's going to take that membership right now. He's going to be like, I need to join the Sheldon Gang. I don't want to deal with any of that Silver Twilight stuff. That was scary. Very scary. The other thing I got was Flare Gun. During this card, during your turn, you may discard this during your turn to move another adventure to your adventure. Then you and that adventure may trade unique or common items, allies, spells, or clues. It's actually kind of a cool thing. These come off. He comes back here. He's like, wow, you cannot imagine the day I've had. I went to the police station and got lost behind the police station. Ma's boarding house. Okay, so we now go to 6 o'clock. Patrice puts down her violin. Is like, good Lord, that was crazy. Now I could have, if I have Bob come here, he's going to be in a good place to get even more items, and he has 1 task that he doesn't have to follow. So I'm going to leave this one for Bob to deal with. We still can't go here, and she has no trophies to trade in. There's Ma's boarding house, which I'd kind of like to leave open. St. Mary's Hospital, so each of the locations has a color associated with it. This green indicates that these are the safest locations, red the most dangerous, and yellow are somewhere in between. She's like, I don't have any trophies right now. I don't have anything, no idea what's going on. So we're just going to head over to here. Good Lord, what is this place? Emergency care. My friend screamed more in the operating room than he did when the creature first wounded him. We're going to draw an event. Unexpected difficulties. The ground crumbles beneath you, and from the cracks an inhuman moaning emanates. This is not going to be a simple investigation, and we're going to trap a green die there. Now we just have to get 2 2s, but then we are also going to advance the clock. So this is going to kind of screw Bob a little bit, throw us off a little bit. So 3, 1, and 1. That's going to do it, because we can use that as 1 2, and that's the other 2. So that should do the trick. We are going to have to advance the clock, though, by 15 minutes. And her reward for this is that she gets healed 1 health point. Probably the least productive visit ever. She only got 1 item out of this, and she pushed us towards midnight that much faster. She sees the church is open. She's going to head to the church. I think he wants to head to the church too. Kind of need the asylum at some point. But we advance to midnight. It is now a new day here in Arkham. Draw another Mythos card. Add 2 Doom tokens to the Doom track unless each investigator loses 1 sanity. Well, Bob can't lose any other sanity. And each adventure without an event icon gains an event icon for the day. So we have to add 2 Doom tokens, which is not good. Basically, that means that we're going to open up another gate as well, because there's a Doom icon on the Doom track, a gate icon on the Doom track. Basically, that opens up one of these. A new gate appears, and we'll lock another place. So we'll go ahead and lock one of the mods boarding houses. Bob gets to go. Bob gets to take off and be like, wow, there's some weird stuff going on, isn't there? I'm going to go see if I can deal with... I'm going to go see if I can deal with this breaking and entering guy. And then we'll deal with the other world stuff. So he's off to go deal with the breaking and entering guy. And he's going to go ahead and... She's got plenty of stuff right now. He doesn't really need to worry about that. So he's just going to take these. He does not, because he's a member of the Shelton gang, does not have to do this. And he gets an additional common item at the end of this. So he's going to roll. All he has to get is 2 skulls. And he didn't get 2 skulls. He got 1 skull. He's going to focus on 1. And he's got another. So he managed to succeed. So he's done this. I forgot to draw the event. If at an other world, lose 1 sanity. Otherwise, open a gate at this adventure. Remove any seal. Oh, for Christ's sakes. So this doesn't matter because I have to open a gate here. So that's our 3rd gate. Move to the corresponding other world. So he went to go deal with this Sheldon Hall person. And instead, a gate opened up. And now he's like, what the hell is going on? And he gets moved there automatically. I don't know if I draw another adventure. Begin a new resolution phase. So I think I have to draw another event when going here. It had been years since you signed your name in that black book, but now the time has come to honor your agreement. If you successfully resolve this adventure, add 2 Doom tokens to the Doom track. Awesome. Okay. What's up, Bob? Let's hope you can do this. He's going to go ahead and use the Lamp of Al-Razed. So at least he's got the extra item. He has to get a lot of skulls. He's got 4 skulls that he needs, plus at least 1 other item. So he's got 2 skulls and a terror. So he's going to put this aside. No, he's going to go ahead and take this as is. He's filled the first adventure. He's going to start with this now. He's got 3 clues, and he will do what he needs to with these. All right, he got nothing on that, so he'll go ahead and use a clue token. Got 1 skull, so he'll put that aside. Actually, he'll put this aside and then use another clue token to reroll the rest of these. He's got to get 1 more skull. Doesn't do it. Doesn't do it. Focuses that, and he puts that aside. He's going to fire the flare gun. No, that's a bad idea. He's going to have 1 more. And he misses. He messes that up big time. Cannot do anything else about it. He has no other ability to fix this. He will lose 1 stamina. He will discard the food instead of doing that. And he will also add a Doom token to the Doom track. So there's only 9 Doom tokens that we can add, and we've already got 3. So these are going to come back in here. Bob failed. He's staying here at the thing, but we advanced the clock 3 hours. Patricia sees that he needs help, really wishes he had just called for help. Like, you could have called, right? She's like, okay. So I'm going to go ahead and use both my items. I'm going to use the Nameless Cults and my 38 revolver. Because really, is there anything a 38 revolver can't fix? She says. And he's like, no, there isn't. She's like, damn straight. All right, that was the sloppiest roll I've ever made. She manages to get 1 skull out of everything and nothing else useful. So she's going to take the skull. She's going to set aside a green dice. She's got nothing else to work with. Wow. Okay, we're not doing great. We really need skulls and 1 terror. And so far we've got... I'm not believing this. There's the terror. He's going to take the terror, but I think at this point it's kind of it's a moot point. I don't have enough dice to finish this off. So that's it. She's going to lose. So she's going to lose 1 health. We're going to add another Doom token to the Doom track. And another gate opens, but there's no more gates that can open, so we're going to go ahead and add one of these. And we're quickly out of items. We have no more items to add. So that will go there. Oh my god. Okay, so this is quickly going to deteriorate. He doesn't really have much choice. He's got nothing to really rely on. I don't think he can really add the yellow dice. But I think because she's there, she can. So she will add the yellow dice to this. Fakakta mess. Oh, and it's now 6 o'clock. And I'm not sure if I'm supposed to draw an event card just simply at the start of the resolution phase, which means I should have drawn one for her as well. There's a lot of new stuff to this. Yeah, actually, I was supposed to draw one for her too. So hers would have been a green dice locked. Well, that really would not have changed anything. Just simply would have made it more quick that we... And then now for him, discard 1 unique or common item, spell, or ally. He's going to discard the flare gun. You knew it was a risk, but you took it anyway, and now you've lost something of great value. This is killing us. Fortunately, we no longer have the devil's thing going on, so yay. But we have the yellow from her stuff. I don't think I've ever had things go this badly. He's going to take that, but then has to get rid of all the dice. Now, at this point, we still need 4 more out of these 5. So we can't really afford to lose anything else. We need 2 skulls. We've not had another... What is going on here? What is... It's a dice game. That's what happens with dice games. Yeah, we're not going to do it. I've got the skull, but I don't have enough to fill up either of these tasks, so we're not going to complete that. So we lose another health from him. We add another Doom token. This time a monster is going to appear. Just add that there. I don't think it's really going to matter because we're just simply going to die here. This is the hill we're going to die on, literally. She's like, all right, you know what? We're going to try one more time. Try one more time. How many times can you really roll dice and not get any skulls? Apparently a lot. She's going to take this. She's going to focus on it. And now we got to get 2 skulls out of these 4. Otherwise, we lose again. We got 1 skull. We lose again. I've also not been advancing the clock. It is midnight. Another Doom token gets added. Another gate gets open, but all the gates are currently open, so another monster appears. We'll go ahead and throw the monster here because it doesn't really matter at this point. It is now midnight. We're going to draw another event card. Oh, and we should have drawn an event card for her. And she lost 1 sanity for being at an other world. Fortunately, however, now we're drawing a new Mythos card. So we will not add a new event. We'll not treat this as having an event icon. A gate opens and a monster appears. When you're adding monsters, you have to spread them out evenly. Oh, good. Next time the clock strikes midnight, add 1 Doom token to the Doom track, and each Sheldon gang member loses 1 stamina. We're in for the long haul on this. We're just gonna go ahead. We're just gonna go ahead and do this. We're just gonna keep doing this until we do it. 1 skull. It's every one of these has a skull on one side, and I'd love to know what the odds are of not being able to roll a single other skull at any point during this. Of course, now's the tricky part. Now I got to roll 3 skulls. I have a 1 in 216 chance of doing this. Yeah, I got 1 skull. Awesome. So I lose again. Yet another loss. So we go to 3 after. I'm going to lose 1 more health. We're going to add another Doom token. Another gate appears. There's already 3 open gates. Another monster appears. I am writing this one down into the toilet, essentially is what's happening. I have given up on this adventure, and we're just simply going to do this until one of them is dead, which is going to be pretty soon. We've got 1 skull here. We've got 1 terror. We've got no way to re-roll, but we can focus both of those. So we'll lose a dice. Monster appears. Like I said, rolling right down to the bottom. Looks like it's our last chance. Our last chance. We've got to close this adventure. Oh, I missed something. At midnight, 1 adventure at this. All right. So Bob was devoured at some point, and you know what? She's lost too. The game is over. We failed. Because that would have added another Doom token to the track, and that would have been the end of the adventure. So unfortunately, we let our... I sort of just let circumstances run away with me. This is a tough version of the game, and I think one of the things that makes it so tough is that so many of these adventures are face down, and so you don't know what it is that you're going to go do on a particular turn. And that might not seem like a big deal, but it is. I mean, if I know, for example, that this has a Sheldon adventure, I can send Bob to it. Whereas if I don't know what's on it, I'm just going to send anybody. And, that gets to be a problem. The event cards are brutal. You saw what they were like. And I'm not wild about cards like this. During the resolution phase, you cannot use unique items or common items. I'm sorry. So I can't play the game. Is that what you're telling me? Like, you're actually telling me I can't play this is the game. Like, I'm sorry, you're playing chess, but on this turn you can't move a piece. Like, oh, what? Because this game is all about dice management and mitigation. And if you take away pretty much all of your ability to mitigate, that sucks. That sucks as part of the game. I enjoy Elder Sign. I really do. This was rough. And tomorrow we're going to come back and we're going to do one of the Omens games. I think we're going to start with... I saw something that basically said the order of difficulty was Deep, Pharaoh, and Ice. That's sort of like the easiest, middle, and hardest of the 3 Omens. So we're going to start with the easiest one, which is the Deep, and then move from there. And you're going to see some fun stuff. I really do like this game. Gates of Arkham can go bite me. And that, with having said that, thank you all for joining me, and we'll see you tomorrow.